I'm a grassroots activist. I am a social justice campaigner. I'm a migrant rights campaigner, and I do a lot of work around anti-poverty and migrant empowerment and migrant rights. I am one of the co-founders of Migrants Organising for Rights and Empowerment. People are not allowed to work. People are not allowed to access education. People are given £5 to live on every single day. More came about as a response to that, and it's the hostile environment. It's a system that relegates people to objects to some extent. It's a system that strips you of your dignity, strips you of your identity. It's a system that seeks to erase, whilst people have no choice in relation to interacting with this system of oppression. We do have a choice to maintain our integrity. One of the things I'm encouraged by is the fact that all the work that we do is developed, designed, and it's delivered by people with lived experience of the immigration and asylum system. And most of those people are Black people. And also it creates a platform to ensure that we redefine the narrative, the negative narrative that have been spoken about us. We influence the conversation, we shift the power, and for me, that is Black excellence at work. As someone from the diaspora, what Black History Month means to me, it's looking back to our people in Africa before we were colonized, looking back at the great pyramids that we built, looking back at the great warrior queens. You know, I was reading about Nzinga. She was a queen from Angola. So for me, that is our history. Before that, our history, we coming through, how resilient we were, how we managed to overcome that. So it's the pride of having that blood running through my veins. The first person who inspired me is my mother. Her name is Mavis. And my mother is one of the greatest community organizers. She stopped going to school at 12. She's one of the greatest entrepreneurs I've known. She worked as a chef. She supported people who didn't have, even though my mom didn't have a lot, from the little she had, she ensured that those who didn't have as much, she ensured that they benefited. My mom taught me about resilience, but also it's a community spirit. It's not just about you. So even if you have one, somebody else do not have any. So you need to share what you have. Another person who influenced me is Maya Angelou, and there's many poems that she's done, but there's one particular one where she spoke about, we have experienced many defeats, but we have never been defeated. And I think for me, as a Black woman and celebrating Black History Month, whatever it is that I do, it is embedded in that, because there are many circumstances around us that can defeat us. But for me, it's about not being defined by anybody else's narrative, not being defined by any stereotype. It's walking tall. We're still excelling. We're still campaigning. We're still being resistant. And we will continue until death. And for me, that is Black excellence.